Well, people, it looks like today is a day that will go down in infamy. Apparently, according to multiple news sources, the Batgirl film that was originally supposed to be released in theaters in development, then get pushed to HBO Max, is now shelved indefinitely. With the new regime, with Warner Discovery and all this stuff happening, makes you wonder, what the hell is going on? Now, honestly, I don't feel one way or the other about this Batgirl movie. It didn't look appealing to me. It didn't look interesting. I get nothing against any of the people that were cast, but, no one asked for this movie, and they were just taking it upon themselves to make it. All I can think of is, maybe it's just not ready to be released. Maybe it just doesn't have what it takes to kind of hold its own and justify being released just yet. Warner Brothers does not have their shit together. And right now, as far as I'm concerned, they still don't, because they're in the midst of this transitional period. I mean, if you look at it, they've even canceled or shelved the sequel to the Scoob movie and stuff too, although Batgirl was in its post-production processes, and at this point, maybe they just look at it and say, okay, we've already put enough money into this. If we put marketing into it and release it to theaters, we're going to lose even more money, so maybe we should just cut our losses and leave it as it is for now. Although, I do feel like it is a little bit odd. You've put all this money and everything into this one project, or the last, regime did for the company before the kind of buyout and merger and all that other stuff, whatever you want to call it. And now they're really just not interested in releasing it. I wonder if they have different plans for Batgirl now. I wonder if they're going to try and go back and alter some things or add more footage or do some things here and there. It's always tough to tell because you can never see which way, Warner Brothers is going, even when they weren't bought out by Discovery and everything. So this is definitely some distressing news. I can already feel the people throwing their dislikes down in the comments section and already trying to, read me as to whether or not I was against this film or not, and they're probably making their own assumptions. Honestly, yeah, I didn't really care for it. I really wasn't looking forward to it. It had no purpose other than to kind of be putting, random-ass characters out there with no kind of rhyme or reason. And then there were people who were just upset because of the race bending of the character. Now, here's my thing. Whenever you race or gender bend a character just for the fuck of it, I'm not always on board for that. But I am not always against it either. Look at Ben Urich in the Daredevil TV show. Look at Kingpin, played by Michael Clark Duncan in the Daredevil movie. Now, people really don't care for that movie, but I thought casting him as Kingpin was actually pretty cool, and it really didn't affect his backstory. See, if I went into all the detail as to why I don't agree with certain things being changed here and there, or changing the race of a character, or changing the gender of a character just for the shits and giggles aspect, or the diversity aspect, as we're going to call it, then people might understand where I'm coming from. But I don't have time to do that shit. All I know is that, if you're doing it just to be more woke, if you're doing it just to force diversity, if you're doing it just to, again, for the of it, it doesn't make sense. And I don't know really where they were coming from in making Barbara Gordon a Latina or anything. So, I mean, could it have worked? Sure. Could it have been shit? Sure. But I just don't care either way. And I already know that I'm probably going to get marked as some asshole on the internet because, I have least amount of views and, I don't really make a lot of content that people are really watching too often. So, boo-hoo on me, I guess. Not that I care. I don't know what direction WB is going, although they have brought back my boy Batflick for an appearance in Aquaman 2, so maybe they are trying to resurrect something of the Snyderverse, even if it's not having Zack Snyder be the one behind the director's chair. They're taking all the pieces that he established, which were well placed, in my opinion. Again, casting and whatnot and story elements. Probably not Ezra Miller, due to current reasons. But overall, what do you guys think about the fact that the Batgirl film has been shelved indefinitely, as it's been reported by multiple news sources? Are you drinking it all in and happy, or are you down in the dumps because you really, really, really wanted to see a Batgirl movie? Yes, I know all 5 of you are pretty upset. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you watched to the end, I do appreciate it. If you dug the video, like, comment, subscribe, and if you are subbed, hit that bell button. That way you never miss a moment of my content. But until next time, guys, as always, I'm Jay. So take care, and bye.